My parents got divorced and kept my siblings, but left me in a temporary shelter. But when they saw who I had become, they wanted me back. I was 13 the first time I heard one of them say it out loud. He's different. He's too much to handle. He doesn't fit in. I wasn't wild or rebellious or dangerous. I was just quiet. I loved books more than basketball, chess more than video games. While my siblings were out playing, I was writing stories, asking questions nobody had answers to. To them, that wasn't special. It was inconvenient. So after their divorce, when the judge asked who would take me, my mom sighed and said, "He'd be happier somewhere else." My dad shook his head. "I can't deal with him either." And just like that, I wasn't their child anymore. I was dropped off at a temporary shelter, watching the car that carried my siblings disappear down the street without me. For months, I lived in silence. The other kids in the shelter called me professor or weirdo. I'd hide under my blanket with a flashlight and a book. Teachers pitied me. Caseworkers labeled me difficult. Until one afternoon, a woman named Anne walked into the shelter. She had this calm voice and kind eyes. She crouched down in front of me and asked, "What are you reading?" I whispered, "Sherlock Holmes." She smiled. "A detective, huh? Maybe one day you'll solve mysteries bigger than this." Anne and her husband David adopted me. For the first time, someone wanted me, not in spite of who I was, but because of it. They built me a desk in my room, stacked with books. David took me to the library every Saturday. Anne encouraged me to enter essay contests. They didn't just love me, they believed in me. Years passed. I went from being the weird kid no one wanted to graduating top of my class. I got scholarships, mentors, opportunities, and eventually I started a foundation to help kids like me. Kids who were misunderstood, overlooked, abandoned. At the launch event, cameras flashing, microphones in my face, someone tapped me on the shoulder. I turned around and froze. It was my biological mother. My father stood behind her, and next to them, my siblings, all grown up. My mother's voice was syrupy sweet. "We're so proud of you, honey. We knew you were special all along. We'd love to reconnect, as a family." I stared at her, my chest tightening. "Family?" I repeated. "When I begged you not to leave me at that shelter, you said I wasn't worth the trouble. When I wrote letters from foster care, you never replied. And now that I've built something, you want in?" My father tried to laugh it off. "Come on, son. Don't hold grudges. Blood is blood." Anne, standing beside me, slipped her hand into mine. David put a steady arm on my shoulder. I looked at the people who had thrown me away, and then at the people who had built me back up. "No," I said firmly. "Blood isn't family. Loyalty is. Love is. You gave me up. They chose me. And I'm choosing them." My mother's smile cracked. My father muttered something about me being ungrateful. My siblings wouldn't even meet my eyes. They left in silence, just like they had all those years ago. But this time, I wasn't the boy abandoned in a shelter. I was the man who finally understood. Being different was my strength all along. And as I stood with Anne and David, my real parents, I realized something else. Family isn't who leaves when it's hard. Family is who stays. So tell me, if your parents abandoned you, would you forgive them when they came crawling back? Or would you do what I did? Follow and comment your thoughts.